Hi everyone. I'm going to talk about my PhD research, which is focused on development of the biomaterials as sustainable adsorbent, which is good for separation of the water and ethanol. Why the separation of the water and ethanol is important? This is important because of these two challenges, the biofuel production and food industry as well. In terms of biofuel production, most of us know that the ethanol is produced by fermentation of the sugar, which is very important as a bioethanol in industry. But we have to remove the water for purification of the ethanol in this case because we don't have 100% ethanol and we have 12% water on that. And so and it's very important in food industry because removal of the water increase the food, the longevity of the food product. And so there are different types of techniques for separation of the water and ethanol, like the distillation as a common method and conventional technique. But it consumes a lot of energy and it's very costly. And so in my PhD research, I focus on adsorption process, using the adsorption process. In adsorption process is very cost-effective and alternative process for separation of the water and ethanol. On adsorption process, we need the adsorbent and we need the adsorbate. I use the water and ethanol as adsorbate, but I prefer to use the polysaccharide compared to other adsorbents. I choose the polysaccharides such as different types of starch and cellulose because of their advantages. They are inexpensive materials, abundant, and very non-toxic materials. And so, but they have low uptake of the water. So in my PhD research, I actually find the way for modification of these materials to increase the uptake of the water, such as cross-linking. This is the specific objectives of my PhD research based on synthesis and modification of the materials, the new adsorbent materials, characterization of these materials, use these adsorbent materials for in adsorption process for separation of the water and ethanol, detection, isotherm, mathematical modeling, and calculation the selectivity of these materials toward water. And also, I prefer to use the biomass materials such as miscanthus. Miscanthus is a switchgrass, and it has two biopolymers in its structure, the cellulose and hemicellulose. And based on the previous study, we found that the cellulose uptake a lot of water. And so because of this reason, I choose the biomass such as miscanthus. And I did the pre-treated in the structure of the miscanthus for increasing the uptake of the water. As a conclusion, I found that the starch have higher selectivity toward water compared to other adsorbents. Thank you so much for your attention.